Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. Reading
Aye. If you like good music and great dancing, then I guarantee that today you're going to be happier than a fly in a sugar bowl, because we're going on a hayride down to 𝗏𝗏 Hollow for a good old-fashioned Tennessee barn dance. Now, I'm not exactly sure where 𝗏𝗏 Hollow is, so I've invited Bill and Jim to come along with us. They've been down that road a time or two before, haven't you, fellas? Yeah, that's right. Come on now. Gotta get hitched up. Well, we better get going, because the sun's already as high as, well, as high as a snail on a cornstalk. And we don't want to be late, because the dance can't start without us. We're bringing the band. Get up there, Jim. Come on, Bill. Easy, Bill. Easy, Jim. That's it. You know, these guys have been taking people to barn dances around here for years. But people aren't the only ones who like to join in on the fun. I happen to know about one barn where the dancers are stranger than a frog wearing suspenders. It's all right here in this book called Barn Dance.
Barn Dance by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. Illustrated by Ted Rand. Read by Roy Clark. Full moon shining big and bright, pushing back the shadows and holding back the night. Not a thing stirring, quiet as could be. Just the whisper of the leaves on the cottonwood tree. Old hound dog whining in his sleep, dreaming after rabbits in a game of hide and seek. Over in the farmhouse, all the lights were out. Farmer and his wife and kids, not a one about. All except the skinny kid with questions in his head, much too full of wonderment to spend the night in bed. He was up about and listening when the night owl said, "Hoo, hoo, come a little closer. Hoo, come a little closer. Listen to the night. There's magic in the air." Then the skinny kid heard it faint begin. A plink, plink, plink on the wind's violin. coming from the cornfield, sweet and soft and low. Music honeyed up by the old scarecrow, a plinking on the fiddle strings to tune 'em up just so. The scarecrow tucked the fiddle underneath his chin and fiddled out a welcome to all his country kin. He fiddled through the woods and fields and all around the farm, bidding everybody come to a hoedown in the barn. There was so much chit and chatter when the critters all arrived that no one saw the skinny kid oozle in and hide, just in time to hear the crow call the dance. Begin! Grab yourself a partner and jump right in. Right hand, left hand, around you go. Now back to back your partner in a do-side-do. Mules to the center for a curtsy and a bow. And hey there, skinny kid, show the old cow how. Out came the skinny kid, a tickin' and a talkin', and a hummin' and a yeein', and a rockin' and a sockin'. And he danced his little toe through a hole in his stocking. He leaped the apple barrel and the pumpkins in a pile, and he showed 'em how to wagon wheel barnyard style. Now rock it to the moon and powder puff your noses and hurry home to mama on your little pink toesies. 5 times, 10 times, 15, 20. Now spin once again, and that's a plenty. But the fat little pigs whirled round and round till they got so dizzy that they all fell down. The sky was warming up for the coming of the day when the skinny kid heard the night owl say, "Hoo, hoo." Morning's coming closer, morning's coming closer. The magic time is over, night'll soon be gone. The old dog stretched and blinked a sleepy eye. Just a blink too late to see the skinny kid slip by. He tiptoed through the kitchen and tiptoed up the stairs, as quiet as a feather on a breath of air. He hummed a little do-side-do and flopped himself in bed with the wonders of the barn dance dancing in his head.
You know, a barn dance is only as good as its music. And when it comes to fancy fiddling, this is the place to be. When the sound of a fiddle comes drifting across these hills, you know you're listening to the real McCoy. Ooh, Bill, whoa. Sounds good. How you doing, Craig?
Doing great, LeVar. How are you?
This is Craig Duncan, and these fellas are the Craig Duncan Band. Why don't you go ahead and introduce the guys?
Okay, LeVar. On guitar, we've got Billy.
Yeah.
And on the banjo is Gene.
Yeah.
And on that big upright bass is Terry.
You know, Craig, all of these instruments sound so wonderful together. Is that what's known as the bluegrass sound?
Yeah, it's been called bluegrass, and it's the kind of music that's just a folk music that's been passed down from father to son.
Mm-hmm. And can any kind of music be played in that style?
Well, let me take a song that you'll know. It goes like this. In fact, let's get all the guys together and play it in our style. Here we go. 1, 2.
know, we don't want to be late, so we better get going. The dance wouldn't be very much fun without the band.
All right.
So
Let
let's
me get
go.
my things.
Okay, do that. You know, it takes more than just great musicians to make that special bluegrass sound. It takes good instruments, too. And just an echo away lives a man who can take an ordinary hunk of wood and turn it into the sweetest sounding fiddle this side of the Mississippi. You guys ready back there?
Ready.
Here we go.
Fiddle making is one of the most fascinating things in the world, I think. Once the bug gets you, seems like you can't ever give it up. I'm Gene Horner, Westville, Tennessee. I first got interested in fiddle when I was about 15 years old. It really is something, I think, to go in the woods, cut a tree, and work it into a fiddle, which that's what we're going to do here. Okay, what we have here is some wood we've been soaking, and we're going to bend them around a hot iron to form the sides of the fiddle. Everybody's favorite is maple. Been used for centuries in fiddles, and no other wood seems to take its place. Now that we've got our ribs bent, we'll attempt to build them around this mold. First, we'll have a little glue. Clamp. Okay, we have this piece in. Now what we'll do, we'll continue all the way around the body of the mold until we have the complete outline of the violin formed around this mold. I have to make a certain type of saw cut a certain way with the wood to get the grain patterns that I want. By sawing it in half and then laying it over, the grain patterns will match on each side. We have these two pieces of wood that we have glued together, and what we're going to do is use our mold to draw out our profile. What we have here is a small wooden plane with a curved bottom on it to scoop out the inside of the top. This is the top of the violin. We have to have an arch in the thing on account of strength. We can't make it flat, it would collapse. These F-holes are to let the sound into the box and make the box vibrate. Okay, we have a topping, back, ribs. We're going to put them together. I never know what one is going to sound like. I know that if I do certain things and do my work right, use good material, and do my work well, I'll get a good one. But you're always hunting for that great one. You always want that great one. About 1 out of every 25 maybe will be that just outstandingly great one. You can bet on one thing: when you make a violin, you've made something that the world has never heard that sound before. That particular sound. They've heard lots of sounds that resemble it, but it's not the same thing. They're all different. You know, that's a good fiddle. It's a great satisfaction to go into the woods and make something out of that, like that. That's a rough-looking thing, but look what we come up with. And that's not the greatest fiddle I ever made, but it's a good one, and will be better as the years go by.
Well, we made it. Good job, guys. The dance is just a few hours away, and things look pretty busy around here. You know, I've never been to a barn dance before. I'm pretty excited. I'm as excited as a what?
I'm as excited as a termite in a lumberyard.
I'm as excited as a salesman on payday.
I'm as excited as a fish that caught the worm.
I'm as excited as someone winning a gold medal at the Olympics.
I'm as excited as a monkey in a banana tree.
I'm as excited as an elephant in a peanut factory.
Wait, I've got it. I'm as excited as a flea at a dog show. Whoa, what's going on in there?
No, stop. When you do cowboy loop, you go under, you hold hands, and you come back, and the other couple follows you through. Let's try it again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, dance. Okay, cowboy loop. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, this is terrific. You know, I had no idea that there would be tap dancing here today.
Well, it's not really tap dancing, it's clogging.
Clogging? Now, what's that?
Well, clogging's a traditional form of folk dance that's taught in this area or learned in this area from our ancestors that was brought over from England and Scotland and Ireland.
Now, when you're clogging, how do you know what movements to make? I mean, you all seem to know exactly where you're going, but how do you get there?
Well, you have a caller that calls the sets and gives you specific instructions on what movement to do next, like birdie in the cage, or birdie out and old crow in, or dive for the oyster, dive for the pearl.
Great. Can you show me some more?
Sure. We've got a good band here. We'll have a little music. Craig, how about a little music?
You know, I really saw that. You were the birdie in the cage, right? And then you were the old crow, back, flap your wings, and then you went back into the circle again.
Right.
Now, is clogging something that anybody can do?
Sure, it's easy to do. It's just a very basic step. It's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can do that.
Well, I don't know.
Right
Trying
left.
this kind of makes me as nervous as a chicken in a pillow factory.
Oh, come on, it's not so bad.
All right, we'll give it a try. Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left, right, left, right. See? That's it. You're clogging.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it. Well, you can always add a few variations. Mike, why don't you show them a few variations of the step?
Wow.
Becky, everyone has a little different step.
Wow. This is a lot harder than I thought. So while I practice some of this fancy footwork, here are some books that'll make you want to kick up your heels. But You don't have to take my word for it.
Hi there, my name is Lori Delgado, and I'm here today to tell you about a very special book I've just finished reading. It's called The Old Banjo. A little boy and his father live on a farm. All over the farm, there are musical instruments that nobody plays anymore. There's an old piano in the gray barn, a violin in the shed, and an old banjo in the attic. One day, while the boy and his father are working, they begin to hear music. But where is it coming from? This book really touched me because the little boy's search for the music was so beautiful. It's a wonderful story, and I'd really like you to read it.
Yo, my name is Pete, and I got a book for you. It's all about music, and I think you'll dig it too. If you can really use it, try reading I Like the Music. This whole story is told in a rhyme, like a rap song. It's about a girl who likes street music, but her grandmother likes classical music and the opera. The grandmother takes the little girl to the opera, but she hates it because she has to sit down and fold her hands, and she likes to get up and dance. One day, she goes to a park concert, and that's a whole different story. Can you believe this? At one time, I only liked heavy metal music, but then my mom took me to see the Phantom of the Opera, and a whole new world opened to me. Maybe this book can do the same for you.
Hi, my name's 𝗟𝗲𝗀, and I'd like to introduce this book to you. It's called Half a Moon and One Whole Star. The girl in the book is in bed and ready to fall asleep. She feels the summer night air and begins to dream. There's a picture in the book of a parrot that's really special. It's red and yellow and green. This book makes a great bedtime story. I can't wait to read it again. So why don't you cuddle up with it tonight?
Full moon shining, shining big and bright, pushing back the shadows, holding back the night. Boy, and what a night it is. Well, I hope you're ready. Because the barn dance has just begun. Come on!
Meet your partner and let's dance. Hit it now, Monica. Hit a good step. Oh yeah, promenade around that track and don't look back. Yeah, now join hands and circle left. Everybody to the left. Couple up fourth in the 04. Now ladies, chain across the circle. Chain right back in that same old track. I'd move on. Yeah, couple up four. Even couple loop-the-loop and form the four-leaf clover. Now form the wheel. Turn around and grind the mill. Single file engine style. Grab your honey and go hog wild. Hit a buck dance, carry folk off. Let's take her home and give her a seat. Hit it, carry.
this incredible? You take a big old barn, add some fast-stepping music and a few good neighbors, and you've got yourself a good old-fashioned barn dance. I'm really glad we came. We're having more fun than a bookworm in a library.
Grab a new partner and let's rise and shine.
Come on, LeVar, let's go.
That's my cue. I'll see you next time.
Let's go with the buck dance, Scott McCurley. Hit it wet. Let's go, Leanne. Now everybody, let's join in. You hit a good step. Here we go. Yeah, hit a step.
Today's Reading Rainbow books are Barn Dance by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault, illustrated by Ted Rand, published by Henry Holt & Company, Incorporated. The Old Banjo by Dennis Hasley, illustrated by Stephen Gamble, published by Macmillan Publishing Company. I Like the Music by Leah Comeko, illustrated by Barbara Westman, published by Harper & Row. Half a Moon and One Whole Star by Crescent Dragon Wagon, illustrated by Jerry Pinkney, published by Macmillan Publishing Company.